The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're going to talk about, man, Q50 just got dissed, man, about Trap City, Risky Road, 800, 8 Trade Mob, 9, bro, man, the whole city, man, been jacking Terrell's new song, bro. Let's jump straight into it.
I think there's a lot of hate in niggas' heart. You know what I'm saying? You can see it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't hard to see this. You know.
Yeah, that's tough. Like, I can't imagine rapping for year after year after year after year.
Who barrel line real?
The one thing, bro, that we got to all keep in mind, right? When Lil Jeff passed away, we seen a lot of situations pop up that threw him in the middle of it, right? After Lil Jeff passed, you seen Risky Road give Jeff some credit for being like that. You seen 800 give him some credit for being like that. You seen all these other hoods that was beefing with Jeff give him, even Trap City gave Jeff his credit for being like that. When have any of these dudes gave Q50 his credit for being like that? If they'll give Jeff his credit and he was the real problem, why wouldn't they give Q50 his credit? Not one gang in Chicago, ops or not ops, gave that man his credit for being like that in the streets. Just think about it. Why would they give Lil Jeff his credit after he passed away for being like that and having all these hats and all these different situations, but they not doing that for Q50? Would they like Jeff but don't like Q50? No, bro. Dude is rapping about Jeff lifestyle. There's nowhere in the world, bro, you a veteran in the streets and you got 8 hats, but you slipping and you falling and you doing the limbo splits on a hit, bro. It's nowhere in the world, bro. Now, have he probably been in the streets and got out on stuff? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. You know what I'm saying? But 8 hats, I'm not falling for that, bro. And you can't even walk a straight line on the hit. Then on top of that, bro, the man said he got 8 hats right after Jeff got dropped. They ain't light no cribs up, no none of that. Y'all picked that man up and left. Bro, if my man just got hit all them times, bro, I'm firing that crib up, bro. Y'all picked that man up off the ground and left, bro. None of y'all had no aggressive attitude towards Trap City that day when Jeff lost his life. But you want the world to believe you have 8 hats and you watched your mans get dropped on the ground and you didn't even light the house up that allegedly Rob was in. I mean, come on, bro. It gotta make sense, bro. You don't have 8 hats, but you keep doing rookie stuff. That don't make sense, bro. I'm just saying, bro. My personal opinion, bro, I feel like dude is rapping Lil Jeff lifestyle, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see it, bro. Ain't nobody giving this man his props for being like that. Nobody. But they giving Jeff his props. All these hoods is giving Jeff his props for getting like that. But Q50, they said, nah, shorty, that's not his lifestyle. Come on, bro. That's just common sense, bro. One thing you can't fool is you can't fool the streets. You can fool the internet. You can get on this internet. Q50, you can act like Max Payne. You can get on here. You can act like Doughboy off of Boys in the Hood. You can get on here, bro, and you can act like Sammy the Bull, bro. But the streets gonna vouch for whether you didn't put in work or not. You know what I'm saying? I keep it a buck with you, right? You go to the streets, right? Let's just say if I was in the streets, right, which I ain't no more, they would have said, Shorty get his money. Shorty bought that paper. You know what I'm saying? Shorty bought that bread, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, what you represent in the streets is what the streets is going to go by and what the streets is going to call you. So they calling that man Quail. They're not calling him Q50 with 8 hats, bro. You can't fool the streets, bro. Okay, if you got 8 hats, where your 8 hats supposed to be occurred at? In the streets. So if the streets ain't vouching for you for having all these hats, but they vouching for Jeff to have 10, 11 hats, make it make sense, bro. Make it make sense. If the ops gonna give Jeff his credit for being like that and having all these hats, why would they stop and not give Q50 his credit too, bro? Come on, bro. The man came around Jeff when he was already grown, bro. I can guarantee you. He probably have done things in the streets, but I don't think Shorty walk around here with no 8 hats, bro. I just don't see it, bro. Not slipping and falling on no hit. I don't see it. I just don't see it. You know, but like I said, with this internet, you can be anybody. I could have stepped on this internet and made it seem like I was the new Q50, the new BH Lil Jeff. I could have made it seem like I had 30, 40, 50, 60 hats, bro. You could do anything you want with this internet. But let me tell you one thing that you can't fake. You can't fake that concrete street out there. You can't play out there, bro. You can play on this internet and be whatever you want to be. Can't fake that funk out there, bro. So that's my advice to anybody out there. When you get out there, don't fake that funk, bro, because you will get exposed. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. But Trap City Terror, Risky Road, 8 Trade, 9-5 Mob, bro, the whole city, 800 OTV, the whole city is vouching that Q50 has never caught a hat, and he does not have 8 hats, bro. Like, they jacking that, bro. And if the whole city know it, bro, I mean, who else you gonna fake it to? You can fake it to the internet, but the streets of Chicago are saying otherwise, bro. And that's 5, 6 different gangs that's saying the same thing. But these same 5, 6 different gangs is giving Lil Jeff his credit for sliding and getting like that and dropping stuff. So they gonna give Jeff their credit but hate on you. If anybody they would have hated on would have been Jeff. Y'all just let me know what y'all think. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all.
The D, man. Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?